Good morning. You're actually almost over. They pushed that right up to the end. Okay. Hey, Hobbs, how's it going? Yeah. Did you get a chance to try out that screen alignment thing yet? Alright, so I actually don't have this. I had this up from before. Vagrant. So we had an interesting situation here. We'll see if we can start it up. I might want 2 shells so I can still get to my base system. Once we've SSH2 in. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe I can. Yep. Maybe I can try it out if we get this worked out. So I had an interesting situation here. So is it still loading? Or I need another one for my shell? The way it works in Windows. There we go. Yeah, so we still got the provisioning before. A bunch of the scripts failed for a somewhat interesting reason. So if we pick up where this was supposed to pick up, so I think everything in this script was fine. Oh, and the other question I had for you is, are you using the Linux environment to cross-compile? Or are you only using it for certain things and then still doing the Windows builds on a Windows system? Because that's something that wasn't super clear from the configuration. Or the config scripts, they had like a thing that was like Winx Mac MingGW. Like you can run MingGW on Windows and it seems to be primarily targeted at that. Alright, so if we do like fetch latest tagged. Oh. Oh, no, yeah, bin cross compile. Okay, so you are using MingGW as cross compiler. Alright, so that's something we'll need to look into at some point. So here it is. I developed this initially. That's fine. I just want to know what I'm targeting here. I developed this on OS X to use a Linux virtual machine, and it was fine. But I've checked out my startup scripts that are part of the Vagrant project on Windows, and then we're trying to use them on a Linux virtual machine. And for all the progress we've made in things that translate at boundaries, Unix shells are still not tolerant of the alternate line endings. So, I need to figure out how we switch up the git changeout so we can start actually poking at 1hour1 life stuff. And hopefully we'll actually get to some of it today. Alright, so git line endings. Check out Windows style, commit Unix style. Check out as is, commit Unix style. Things that's not recommended for cross-platform projects. Checking out files. Well, most of these scripts That's probably about what we want. Input. Oh, get attributes. Okay, so I could say specifically for shell scripts, which I think is the main thing we've got here. So we've got the vagrant stuff. We've got, yeah, get ignore. Well, install. Pull and build latest is only a copy from something else. In his scripts to convert those as needed. Yeah, I know there's some of that in the build process. Get attribute filter driver. Get attributes. All right, well, no, this is global. Hey, WTF, how's it going? Switch single repos. Well, this computer is much more powerful than my laptop, so it's where I end up streaming from directly, so it's just a little less moving parts if I can work directly from here. And it's a virtual machine anyway, so that could be convenient. So, git config core.ell and no, it's auto CRLF. I want to check you if you want your files, you check in. You may need to normalize the files in your repo. Yeah, it's something I was mostly able to ignore until I tried firing up a virtual machine on files that were checked out of Windows. So actually the other topic had a better core.autocrlf. Wrong window. Autocrlf. Check out Windows. Check out. I would be afraid that we'd start getting some Windows stuff mixed in there if I did commit as is. Global core.autocrlf input. And then this is the other topic that has the renormalize. Well, that's a hard change to make is the issue when you've got all your legacy stuff built up around it. Isn't there a registry key you can set for that or something? Files in your working directory. Mm, it might not consider that as a sufficient change. Yeah. Nope, that did not do it. Okay. Well, I'm sort of... I'm not sure how much it's going to run or do here. So exit. Well, I should probably at least have it shut down. I know suspend is safe, but... Alright, so... Files in the... Oh, see, this is git add. I don't need to do anything to the repo. For working directory... do we have... Oh, xrm. Okay, that works. Yeah. Oh, okay, fine. Controlled folder access. So the Vagrant file we don't really care about. Git ignore we don't actually care about, I don't think. And that might actually leave enough Vagrant stuff for it to start up again. And on this system, our key is right control. All right, and we were trying to do... Oh, right. 81 hour on life. Hey! Fix line endings. So we did install all this stuff, so I think this script was actually able to run okay for the most part. Or it sure looked like it was installing stuff. Well, one of the main projects of this is to get a working editor, so I can create a road test scene and work on auto run with roads. I mean, roads are actually amazingly low tech. I could just go in there and build it, but this seems like a possibly better build environment anyway, so it'd be kind of nice to have that there. And then I can have a server here as well, so I don't actually have to worry about starting up my laptop. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've actually tried building it yet. Well, I did make editor, but I guess I didn't run... Well, I ran it. But the screen resolution was all messed up, but that was... I kind of wanted to kind of wanted to jump over to this system now that I had everything set up. Ooh, I forgot to get water. And the initial data clone is quite a deal. Now we will have to get into the GUI to do GUI stuff. EZW imports. Oh, you're right. I got it to build on here, but I haven't necessarily got a cross compiler set up. I mean, as long as the scene files are cross-platform, I could still... Well, eventually I guess I'd want to do that. Oh, this... Oh, it was a... It was a screensaver, effectively. Seems to be... oh, okay. And to have an environment, well... So, one of the things I don't know about is... Yeah, we're going to have to do some stuff to have a useful screen size here. Display, video memory scale factor. How do you change screen size? Maximum guest screen size. Or are you actually cross-compiling the editor to Windows? Because I guess I kind of figured that Jason never needed to do that because he was just always just running his own little thing. Okay. Well, if I got cross-compiling working, I wouldn't actually need to do all the GUI stuff. I think I've got screwed up. Ah, okay. Video memory, video capture. Okay. Well, I'll at least want to bootstrap it on here to make sure that that's working. I would like... The problem I had is start up XFCE. Not restore items properly on restart. Oh, virtual screen 1. Aha. Bores on a restart? That's an interesting one. It's a very, very, very specific error. Oh, we can't do this. Best fit the guest display. Okay, that's... Is there maybe there's something with the color scheme that it's not showing? Of course, I'm probably gonna have to restart it to get the. A lot of times Windows don't recognize those changes right away. No, there's no icon to indicate that it. Oh. But, well, maybe it's the current video mode. Oh. Okay. That did something. Aha. So it sort of recognized it. So I still don't know if this is going to be a useful size for the editor. All right, so we got through fetch latest. Build server is a little bit of a leftover from when I was doing just a server on this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that was just a text console. Ooh. Well, that was just the first thing I found. uh... Protocol error. Failed to create symbolic link. Oh, is it not able to create symbolic links on a Windows host? That would be interesting. Vagrant, symbolic link, protocol error. Synced folder, yeah. Ended up working by starting the terminal with admin credentials. Oh, VirtualBox file. My solution is execute command as administrator privileges. For Vagrant up, Vagrant SSH. See to me my project stir. This is composer specifically. Well, and this is in the shell. Let's Yep. So this was build server. Protocol error. You know what? I kind of cobbled these together from JSON scripts. So either I didn't crab that line or just didn't know about it. All right. So now how do we, I don't know if I can do it in context one in admin mode. Ooh. I guess it doesn't have to be a git bash, really. Now, Windows doesn't like you to give you easy access to command anymore. So we've got CD users. Oh, right, we're down here. CD users. I guess I just don't have as good a completion here. Well, I mean, I get it in the Git shell, so I get used to it. Oh, do I even have this path set up properly? I guess I could also check. Why is it reprovisioning? Is it stored in the... Oh, maybe that's stored in the user preferences. And this is a different user. Well, you know what? I think I had... My other user had that, like, downloaded already. So it didn't have to do it when I got this one going. Although I didn't get any dings from controlled folder access. Well, I guess in the meantime, offsite, my existing checkout of One Life. And actually, I guess more we're interested in this. Game source. Let's see, and just real quick. All right, this isn't. This is the bit. It's not. This isn't in the One Life Plus version. But this is what I was noticing before, and I don't know if there's any similar ones. Where you did 3 times scaling, and then one of the dimensions was +1. And I think that for X ended up being end, so start may have been a little bit shorter to where we were seeing the issues. But I was looking for, where am I going to have to edit? So we can do it if we reach our cursor, which is fine, or if we get a pointer up. And I had checked for first click. I think I might end up collapsing this into a mouse clip gap check. Because I'm trying to get it where the double click and the possibly like a triple click will not cancel, but a later click will. No. Auto run first click. If we're auto running, so that will exclude holding down the button, and we shouldn't interact with that. Well, I might actually be able to do some work on this, although I don't have this running to provide a server here, so I'm going to have to go... Ooh. There's also been a content update. right. Oh, we have Nina. I haven't. Actually, I think I fetched that stuff last night. Probably wouldn't hurt to get a double check it all. Because I know there were some patches and things. Oh yeah, because I probably got the bugged versions with categories everywhere. All right, we got our new scenes. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not hard to start up my Docker instance, but I just have to go run a few commands. So the client is probably good. That's still possibly a useful thing to have, though. Oh. And you know, I suspected that that was where that OBS came from. Did you do a lot of work on OBS itself? Or something? Yep. All right. All right. So there is, in fact, nothing. No. Oh no. I actually have to STG rebase. Okay. That seems to be fine. Nope. You. Still spell this one too. All right, and we go to build. Nope. A little too much auto completion there. Oh, what was our once? That's data 175. Uh, 170 client goes up to 174. And actually, you know, I've never tried just overwriting it. Maybe it will actually go faster. Okay, meanwhile, we're getting 91% on this. I should probably set up a setting edit script for this too. Something I've never got around to. All right, we've downloaded our box. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still pretty lazy. I tried to break out the scripts for I know it's gonna have different settings probably. I haven't shortcutted this. I tried to break this down a little bit. Based these are JSON scripts, and I tried to break them down a bit into the different in terms of the different pieces. Yeah, and now we have to update all of our stuff in this virtual machine again. Oh, it looks like the caches might be going faster this time. Or we haven't hit the hard ones yet. I left the files there. Maybe it's a make file style process where it can keep stuff that's not, or that the dates are good. Virtual screen 1, attempt to go there if we ever, well, we probably haven't installed our Windows system yet, which is a big part of this. So if it comes to pass that we can build the editor for Windows at some point, then it might be convenient to, I guess I never did try doing it in the Ming environment here. I just kind of assumed it was a Linux only thing because that's all JSON needed it for. Yeah, okay, so there's still a significant delay on the ground tile stuff, I guess. The sad thing is the ground tiles didn't change. We did have new data. Maybe I could have just copied all the objects and stuff from my release, from my regular game folder, and it would have been okay. I was a little bit nervous about like some of the, if there were like any DLLs or code bits that might be incompatible between the different builds, but data's probably good. Oh yeah, line endings. Well, I mean, it's a Windows distribution, and I'm building a Windows distribution, so that should be okay. Yeah, because the VM build would certainly be a lot faster if I didn't have to install the Windows system. Admittedly, you only have to do that once when you get things going. It'd still be kind of nice though. Yeah, that would be one of the things that would follow on from getting some sort of environment that could build stuff. If I could get something to run that somewhat automatically. Although I guess that kind of automation might be more bridging this over to Docker, but once I've got the packages and techniques worked out, that shouldn't be too hard. Although it's a different Unix environment, so yeah, that'll be a little bit of different packages to install, I guess. And I haven't even looked into getting proper hosting for my Docker server, so I still don't have my own server. Well, if we are going to do some testing at some point, well, I guess we may eventually have our virtual machine here, but Vagrant, that's gonna be pretty close. Make sure that's all updated. Dictionaries, common misc files. Hopefully that's not an issue. Didn't notice that before. Alright, so we bash build. Ocean drops. Oh, DigitalOcean. Is that where yours is? Ah. Yeah. I haven't been getting a lot of visits from was it Stay Hydrated bot lately? All right, so you're working, that's working, you are done. No, we're already up. So it went and did a bunch of stuff. I think that was probably like the client compile. Unfortunately, we lost it, so we may have to rerun some things here. Or it actually just worked. So we were trying to get through this. Fetch latest should do no up because I already fetched it, I would expect. Alright, build there is done if we need it. Bash. Build the server to a little compact container. Well, fetch is sure trying to do something, isn't it? And I guess we can actually start to run it if we need to run it. Okay, so build server. Oh, it didn't run that. It ran into something. I may have to check the rest of these steps then. Because it's definitely recompiling something here. But it did, yeah, okay. It was able to make the symlinks. And maybe once it's made them, I don't need to be in admin mode. Wait. Did I actually check out my latest thing? This is all set the... No, because I still got all this stuff. Oh, I didn't... I set the default commands to build the server. Oh, well, that might be a pro thing. Which would also come in handy for Docker, so maybe I need to do that. Ubuntu Bash. This seems like a terrible article. Really. Find a setting. There's two options. No, we're already in developer mode. I'd have to switch over to admin to do it. No, I'm in an unprivileged account, so that might also be the issue. For general malware safety. We'll go ahead and finish our server process up here. And I'm kind of not thrilled about having to run a command prompt here. Finish up this stuff, which... But it still had to compile, which is a little disconcerting. And then... configure settings. Which I don't remember where I told it to put them. This is server settings, so that should be fine. So, if you... well, you're still not finished. I guess just for that, I could try the regular one. So if we did one life server, and I can just leave it there to be killed. I have noticed that the startups in Vagrant are slower than they are in Docker. Of course, I'm not usually doing first-time startups, so maybe that's part of it. Listening for connections, and we shouldn't have the and he fixed the apocalypse check thing, so we shouldn't have all that spam. Oh. Maybe... Did I miss a change? I don't think I put any server changes since then. Or maybe I have to override the server version? Because there was a data update. Yeah, data version number. But I thought it was set up to be tolerant of that. So he must do some more explicit management of... Oh, the servers were built at 175, then he only updated data. So I have to figure out how to override the server number. Great! Built at 174. Okay. But no, because it said, well, okay, so maybe I'm at 175 and the regular client's at 174. Oh, or no. Well, I haven't. I connected to a version. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I have not connected since he patched things, which means I am going to have to complete my custom build anyway. Well, my console is tied up, but all right. Now, what is the executable date on this? I hate it when it does that re-scroll. All right, so yeah. So it hasn't actually changed the executable. You're still thinking. All right. So we're actually running on a server on this computer. I'll be in a VM. And then we're not really terribly doing that right now, but it works. Man, I'd forgotten just how long this stuff takes to build. So I usually try to do this before starting stream when I'm going to be working on things. So, well, I mean, this works. It might end up poking a few of Jason's. Well, that's the server. Well, I mean, yeah, just going into localhost kind of works. Yeah, so maybe this runs a lot faster in the Linux setup. All right. Ooh. Forgot about that. That's one of the reasons I don't want to do that. Linux, Mac, and yeah. So that might be the cross compiler is a better environment. Really? I guess there's a lot of text files, so that sort of makes sense. All right. So we're waiting for you to do that stuff, but we're back to something that's sort of working here. So now I've got a bunch of other scripts. I guess that's the directory coloring. So we actually need to build these. So I think I was just using build test client and editor before. So the funny thing is, since I checked this out on Windows, it probably doesn't even need to change the line endings. Well, when I was running this on my OS X machine, I was able to get the GUI up, but the resolution was messed up. Or it was, and I don't know what resolution he designed it for. So I think we already set this up. Okay, I can still see that. And then we'll worry about cross-compiling. So XFCE4. Ooh, this did not. I don't know. I've been pretty happy with it. Although I think probably the main thing that's keeping me from maybe switching the laptop over to like a Linux or something in the next iteration is just the Time Machine is a really nice backup system. And I once tried just resetting my machine and I was like right back where I was within hours. Okay, that's interesting. So in my regular user, I was able to just switch. Oh, Xcode. Well, I don't really use Xcode that much, so that part I don't have a comment on. Monitor count 1, scale factor fine. Oh, so amount of video memory. And I probably I wonder why the other one got more memory. But I would have to open VirtualBox directly. Well, maybe there's a way I can do that from the... Maybe there's a way I can do that from Vagrant. Oop, wrong window. Yeah, no, right. Vagrant, VirtualBox, video memory. Yeah. Can we do that in video memory? Modify VRAM. 128. Okay. So we're going to need... Currently using this. This is probably going to be more to suspend. And the video system... no, that's wrong menu. Log out. Yeah. I'm not planning to do... I was hoping to have my native editor. So... What do we got? Like shutdown? Halt. All right, so this is what we're not doing right now. Vagrant file. And somewhere we should have, okay, GUI, modify VM, oops. VirtualBox, customize VRAM size in megabytes. Changing quotes. We've got 128 as a recommendation. Now, do I have to reprovision this? Oh, thank you. Or does it just figure it out? Up to date. That might be the machine itself. Settings, display. Okay, that is much higher. interesting that the other one was able to do it, but... Start XFCE4. Huh. The other one just went to a larger size. Okay, that's still not working. Oh, you know what? I did at one point auto resize. There was something else I did. It was like reset to... Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can rerun them. Install. Maybe it has to be run every time. Maybe it has to be done every time? Without a reboot. Okay, so... Well, does this have... last time I didn't have settings, but... Oh, well, it'll go up to there. Wait. No, it's not... Yeah, it's not actually changing here. If we try that... Oh, it has said that we can go up to that level. But the internal one is not... So maybe now that we've done that, we have to... Well, let's just try... Log out. Oh, well, it went up there for a moment. Okay. Yeah, there's something... Can I say keep? Well, it doesn't appear to have... Yeah, my pointer isn't really in the right place. And then restart. Is there a restart? Nope. Yeah, well, I mean, does have the Vagrant stuff on top of it. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if it turns out that I can cross-compile stuff, then I could probably do this without all the GUI stuff. And then it would be a little bit of a lighter weight VM. Start XFCE4. No. What was weird is that when I was in my regular user, I was able to just change it and it. Yeah. Automatic. Well. View. Man. Settings display. Yeah, the pointer is not actually properly aligned. Missing job name. What is it? Is it actually shut down with minus R? Time expected. Oh, T0. It tried. And then this thing came along and said, nope, the only thing we can do I want your video mode. And then we have to do this. Craziness. Ooh. Well, that's fun. Nope. Yeah. Wrong window again. All right. This is probably more of a VirtualBox than a Vagrant thing. VirtualBox XFCE resolution. Driving guest conditions. Ah. Oh, hey, Awkward Kitty, how's it going? Unfortunately, I'm not actually playing the game at the moment, but I probably will be later. I was hoping to get farther past the technical issues, but I was actually running off my little private server here. Yeah, I saw Awkward Kitty doing her first playthrough yesterday, and I was trying to help out a little bit. So yeah, me and Obs are probably some of the most active people modifying clients right now. Ooh, you're hooked. Excellent. Yeah, so I was hoping to get farther into game stuff, and then this display issue kind of got us here. LS PCI. Inatex VirtualBox graphics adapter. Okay. VirtualBox machine. Display in high resolution. VirtualBox additions. Oh, that might have been a typo. Yeah, well, hello. Video memory increased. It's display settings. Add more memory. DKMS. Ah. Yeah, okay. This seems to be not a very useful site. All right. Oh, right. And Awkward Kitty Inc., thanks for the follow. Glad you like watching me do annoying technical stuff. Does not kernel source skip since the kernel source for this kernel does not seem to be installed. Hopefully that's module build skipped. It's the kernel source, so this does not seem to be installed. So maybe we're missing something there. VirtualBox manage. Well, that's doing this, I think. We're actually in graphics mode now. So this recognizes it in that it recognizes the maximum size of the display. Let's find out. Okay, fine. Oh no, you want, well, command not found. Is paste, I know it's sometimes it's middle, yeah, something's middle click. That seems to be no. And I mean, since I've got this up, I can do that. I'm not sure how to run it from here. Oh. That's not File Manager. The only one. Yeah, maybe. Failed to mount, not authorized. Right, this is not... Right. But, I mean, I was doing that... in here. So what was it? Do we actually still have this? Clipboard. Yeah. Or do you have to restart after doing these? Okay, and suddenly it supports mouse pointer integration. Nope, it's, yeah, my pointer is off. It's not quite working here. And then we're back to the Xorg conf stuff. Yeah, so I might just have to go straight to cross compilation, because... Yeah, so that, well... The frustrating thing is that we actually had this working in my other console. So if I do this as me... Oh, now we have to re-import the box? I'm gonna have to re-download it. Well, did my local build finish? Yay! Okay, sure. Does not support mouse pointer integration. In the current video. Oh, no, it's rebuilding again. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Every time you change context, it has to rebuild from scratch. Alright, well, we can work on some other stuff at least. Well, that's going. That is the actual game. Build, Windows. Oh, it built a new directory. Okay, well, that explains that. Settings. We're bouncing between localhost and Bamboo here. All right, so auto login will fix eventually. Custom server, use custom server. Custom server address. Right now, we're probably going to be testing the laptop once I start it up. What else do we want to fix? All the URLs, so we don't bug any JSON stuff. URL, reflector URL, get rid of it. URL, oh, tutorial done, we want to do. URL, review server, don't want to bug that. Lineage server, show mouse over highlight. Okay, so that's fine. Record, reflector URL, review. Is that all I need to change? Oh, and there is, I think, borderless. Well, no, actually, it's full screen. Works out better for this stuff. So the server is still going there. So let's put the laptop. Run that one. I probably should have poked it while it was measuring frame rate. All right, and I did not do that. Oop. Yeah, I poked it. Okay, we should open that up for later. Settings. Okay, we actually did do that. We have to put some dummy data in here. All right, and we're on the laptop server. All right, so now I actually have something that if we've got some dead time here, we can poke at stuff. Okay, so this is additional dependencies that are specifically for the cross development. Okay. Do I even have? Well, I'm still installing right now. One of these install. Edit 1 hour, 1 life, install. And then I probably have to what's the, since this is a brand new file, UTF-8, use both, but favor the Unix one for new files. File formats. Set FFX, FF equals Unix file format. No, Unix, okay. Depackage returned an error. Well, I don't know what that was about. So that's supposed to be run in machine. All right, so you're still installing. We think AWD game source, living life. Oh, I need to make sure for this context, the STG series. STG Pop 2? Okay. STG Pop. And I'm just too lazy to look up the actual argument for that. Alright, so now we're actually in the environment where we're working on auto-run stuff. And it was first click. I think that may actually be able to go away. And we replace that with mouse clip gap. Yeah. Actually, it's probably time for a break in general. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, okay, so yeah, I guess the gravity's getting a little bit weird. Maybe I need the trailer for stability.
Or I don't know, maybe it's time to like just bring a habitat and stuff down here.
Well, I did a habitat up there, and I just wanted to get the...
I am just seeing that trailer doing barrel rolls.
Someone else. Hey, 13 kills. No! Okay.
I'll do that with my phone charge.
A new member, the Secretless Not So Secret Club. a new member, the Secretless Not So Secret Club. Thanks for the follow. Oh, fuck.
I like how Zombie AoE is disgusting and she doesn't even know what it does.
Where's this other guy?
Alright, welcome back. Allow saving speech? I don't know, but we're probably in one of the files that would do it, huh? Saving speech enabled. Oh, default keybind of capital S to save your speech. Oh. Oh, that might be for his scenes. When he's setting up the talking. Saving speech color is focused. Saving speech, which sets a flag. Let's see, doing some drawing stuff. Anyway, seems to know a little bit better. All right. However, we're actually done with the thing we're kind of working on here, which unfortunately seems to have rebuilt our machine from scratch. It is started, and that should have run in the current video mode. That should have run the virtual machine editions to the extent it was able to. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't need the auto save all the time. Oh. Oh, I must have bumped something. Okay. Supports. Okay. No, when I did this before, it just went into that. Yeah, it's misaligned. It just went into that size. Yeah. Yeah, we've got that. Yeah. Well, I might have to go to cross compile because I can't seem to get this thing. Wrong window again. That's that, that's that. VirtualBox manage. Guest editions, same thing. Ah, yeah. This might be something specific. Always defaults. We can change the size though. Not exposed to Linux guest. Virtual screen 1. That's XFCE. Okay, increase the window size. Set it to something. Auto resize. Nope, not relevant. This might be old. And even now, yeah, it's still misaligned. It's like scaling the pointer properly, but it's not able to actually resize the screen. Unscaled. Xubuntu. Guest editions. Virtualized graphics. Well, maybe I did have a list of things that I'm installing here. Maybe I have to get the kernel source to install that. Guest DKMS, guest utils, guest X11. Yep. And I forgot what message we got. It's the administrative. We are... Oh, I don't have the history on this one. So you had given me, or someone had given me, build essential. Oh, right. We're gonna do that before. GCC make. Is there an easy way to test what's installed? I guess if you asked it to install it, it would just not install it. Well, you know, let's take these one by one so we see which ones actually do something. Oh. That seemed to do something. GCC. I wouldn't be Do not fault way. Wait, that do something? Yeah, that did something. That did not. Why did not? Oh, did it? Yeah, you know, I was having this dictionary's common misc files. Are they trying to link stuff? The annoying thing here is I might end up having to do 2 separate checkouts of this. Because it seems like it has to do a complete reinstall every time. If we switch. Yeah, I'm probably need a different directory for experimenting with this. Well, do I have any other changes here? We've got the VRAM. Increase VRAM. do I specify the name? Template. Repository directory. Okay. So this is going to be Vagrant, which we probably already kind of ruined this one by trying to restart that. And then Vagrant admin. When we import that, we'll see if those things will actually install. Maybe it's trying to do some symlink stuff. And while that chugs away, first click, and we want mouse click gap. I had a constant for this, didn't I? Max double click frames. I want this to be greater than. We've got to allow for this to be the up event. Uh-oh. 18373. Does it not like having that on the end of the line? Oh, I need the other. Yep. Need that there. And then do I actually? Yeah, I should have had a Ming window. Make and copy to build Windows. Oh, I'd copy the XE. Oh, I'm in build still. That's why I couldn't complete it. And then I forgot to make a nice little link last time. So I'll have to go back here and click it. Oh, nope, wrong copy. This is the Unixy shell. That might be a cross-compile environment. The Windows to Windows Ming GW builds it with XE. You're doing the cross-compile environment, so that might be different. Now, unfortunately, this is a little bit of a feel thing. Okay, so that one didn't activate. Ah. Ooh. Now deactivation doesn't work. Oh, it might also depend on where I get relative to the auto clicks. Well, this isn't in a VM. This is still my Windows build while I wait for the VM to build. Plus, I can't get this resolution out of the VM yet. So that's the whole thing we're working on. All right, so I think right-click still works. We're not canceling on triple click, but I'm going to have to do a specific thing similar to the first click. It's like frame sense start or something to deaden shutdowns. Yeah, so and I may have to go back and rebuild my non-admin because we started building it in our original directory. And I hope that it's not like there's only one Vagrant box and it has to rebuild every time because it's changing user or something silly. So this does stop us from actually exiting cleanly. So we need something like this. But we're going to need to count up, and this is not just a generic double-click mechanism, this is specifically counting frames since we started the run. There's not like any kind of like frame number, is there? Frame rate factor. Old in-frame count, and that's arguments to a function. But where is it getting its arguments from? Animation frame count, old frame count. That's specific to animation frames, it looks like. Plus anim speed divided by base speed. Yeah, so I don't know that there is a global frame count or anything I can use as a timer. Well, I mean, if it's not something that's like being used in the game, I don't know if I want to go grabbing the internals. So we're gonna have to add a. So instead of auto run first click, we need. Like frame sense auto run start. And then auto run first click. So this gets constantly reset. This only gets reset here. And then frame sense auto run start, which makes it more than a generic double click thing, but maybe I could like track if we're currently in a double click sequence or something. Non-zero exit status. Well, this is the admin prompt in a new environment. Okay, we are still getting these errors encountered while processing dictionaries, comma, MISC files. Wrong window again. Nearly full var partitions. This is two things. User share. This is specific to something else. Dictionaries common are broken or not fully installed. Maybe this is an integration to a package that we just don't have installed. Well, they were talking about GDM. GDM is broken. apt-get install, reinstall. That's just GDM. It's 11R6. What is dictionaries common? Spelling tools and dictionary packages. How do we see if that's even installed? Grid install removed. Check. apt show. Oh, you mean apt-get? Invalid operation for show. All right, this is just noisy. This help text. Remove, install, upgrade. Is that like a related commands? apt package handling. apt cache, depackage, deselect, apt conf. Dick pic, yeah. Install, unpack, configure, list. No packages. Let's just check. We know we installed GCC. Yeah, so it's not installed. Now maybe that's something trying to integrate with something we've got. Well, I don't have apt apparently. Might be different environments. So I've lost track of what our original error message was. This is the problem. You get several steps down a rabbit hole, and then it's like, what was I even trying to do? Oh, that's right. We were trying to check. And where was that list? Sudo apt get minus yes build essentials. Oop. Yep, I typoed something here. Essential. Sync triggers from ManDB. Errors encountered while processing dictionaries common and MISC files. No apport written because the error message into the following package dev. Dependency problems. MISC files. It does list it as a dependency. I don't know why it doesn't install dependencies. So I don't know if we need this. Oh. MISC files. Is that just a thing? Errors were... Errors were encountered while processing. I guess I should have done a clear here, but it says errors were encountered while processing dictionaries common MISC files. Let's Oh, that doesn't clear as much as I want it to. Where is it? There we go. 0 upgrade, 0, 2 not fully installed or removed. Elements installed. Manual symlink setting. Oh, that's a specific file. Is that still on screen? Able to debug messages from dictionary common. First configuration from Debian installer. I don't even know if we need this. It's just like DebConf database corruption. Nearly filled var partitions, which I don't... Where's our VM? We never really set this up expecting it to be a GUI. Yeah. Storage. No disk file. VMD key, 80 gigabytes, actual size. Seems like that should, I mean, maybe there's some compression. Oh man, I am rusty on my Unix commands. Linux, check for... Used percent. The mapped directories are going to refer to the usage of my main directory. There is no specific var partition, but like everything is so lightly used, I don't see how that would be an issue. So anyway, we were originally working on build essentials, which seems like we did need, and where's that list? GCC, which it had the same warnings. We think it was already installed. Yes, dictionaries common misc files is still upset. 0 bytes of additional disk space, so we didn't need that. Make Perl. That seems to have done something. I don't know why we need Perl yet. Is that used in some of the 1 hour 1 life setup stuff? And these same old errors. And then, what was it? DKMS. Zero additional. Installed elements for recovery info. That corruption, var partition. Purging and reinstalling the package. Just for that package. Oh, we have Perl now. But there's that thing again. But we don't have debconf. You know what? I've been doing -y. Nope. Didn't help all that much. All right, well, we were trying to do this stuff to do, what was it, depackage. Yeah, actually still got that highlighted. Oh. Oh, right. This is the admin prompt. Kernel source for this kernel does not seem to be installed. Get source, Linux source. The source of the stock kernel. apt cache search Linux source. Upstream kernel. So is Linux source always supposed to be the matching one? Same as the version you're running. Ah. Well, is it just the headers it needs? That's just the headers. All right, I think we had not tested this run modification yet. And I forgot to hotbar it. Oh, and I can set up auto login now. Hey, I haven't died. Yet. Alright. Alright, so I activated, I think I might have triple clicked there, and I deactivated. Oop, that didn't deactivate though. Okay, so it worked once. Maybe because I actually caught myself. Yeah, that's a pretty standard thing I see with my slowed down food rate. Whenever you're actually with reconnections in general, it does not actually send you a food update until something changes. So I mean, maybe that's a small bug that should be done with reconnections to also send a food update, but they should be pretty rare in general. Yeah, okay, so we still can't exit this. Except by right-clicking, which I still find a little bit unintuitive. Alright, yeah, I think these things are just stuck. But what we wanted to do was to see if this now works. Oh, that did something. This module was active. Install completed. Okay, loading new, building initial module. Okay, so you were right in the headers. Whether this will actually fix anything, is not newer than what is already found. So it's saying we're going to have to force this, but it's saying we've got these things already found in the kernel. So yes, it's progress, but it didn't actually do anything. It's progress in that we installed stuff. This might just be a VirtualBox thing right now. Okay, well. We did. Oh, this is the admin thing. Well, we don't actually. Let's we did need this to make the symlinks. It's primarily for the server. I'm gonna have to rebuild this again, aren't I? Because I started rebuilding it in the admin before. Yeah, importing box. We can do... No, not that. Auto login 1. Oh, no, actually came up a little bit faster. And that could be... And maybe it's just the virtual machine that they use. I mean, they're usually not set up for GUI stuff. Oh, no, wait, it is kind of reinstalling things. It doesn't have to do with the full reimport, I guess. So this is totally not working. And this is, yeah, a fairly recent thing, so it actually copied it. Oh, well, I converted this, so that could overrun quite easily. Maybe we even move it up there. Well, I guess that does leave it as a free running counter. Hopefully not an issue. I could probably figure out the directory merging some other way. Yep. Okay, we activate. Oh, we deactivate. Yeah, so that must have been overflowing. Oh, that one. Okay, that did. It just was showing the preview for a little bit longer. Yeah, well, you you would have to be like running for overflow integer for max int frames. For that to be a problem. I haven't checked what max int is. Probably, well, maybe there's ways to specify larger integers like what he's using for the... I can check real quick. Which is like the 4 million or whatever. So like a screen Screen. It's a grid pause. Grid pause. Oh, you're right. It should probably be an unsigned int. Yeah, I was being lazy. Oh, because we had the last... Oh, this is actually... That was actually net. We can double their size that way. This probably has some coordinates in it, right? Or maybe that's stored somewhere else, actually. Oh, it might be double pair. No, because that's more local positions. Animations. Well, the grid is unsigned. But maybe it actually is, or is signed. But maybe it actually is signed in his implementation. I don't know. It might be that 0, 0's in the center. Oop, that one didn't exit. Wasn't that far down. Of course, I'm ending pretty quick here, and I gave it a little bit of a window, but that should still be... I mean, maybe that's the multiplier is a second or two. Yeah, so if you just kind of spam click, it'll still start. And click again to stop. Okay. So... I develop things. Uh-oh. What? My admin console might have messed something up here. Hey, Stormy. Because that is bizarre. Git config. That would have to be global. Git config, get all, I guess. No. What? Options. Global, get all. And it's giving me help? Wrong number of arguments. Do I need to like star? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, the outer run feature and then trying to get this thing to run. So we probably failed on some of the sim linking here. Unless we've already had the, maybe we already have those directories. So we wanted to get this one up. because it actually had the script in it. Oh wait, was I in the... Oh no, this was the Ming shell, where I probably didn't have the Git set up properly. I thought I would expect it to work there, but fine. Yeah, they're doing something there. So an STG push, STG push, STG series, got everything on, STG export. No, wait, we should have already been up. Vagrant SSH. And then we should have a new script here. Let's finish this up real quick. Patches. Yeah, just that for maintaining a series of patches against a continually updating base, where you want the patches to have some kind of identity. I didn't see how to do it in the standard Git method. I mean, for just me updating my own mods, it was, great to just download and merge. But I didn't see a good way to share them, because you can't, rebasing wouldn't really work because it's a shared thing. And we probably moved some line numbers for the downstream stuff. Well, and the game is updated. I forgot to do that first. That's just a lot of line numbers, and then we actually start doing stuff. And you probably don't even need to use STG per se to apply them. But that's just what the first, sort of modern version of Quilt that I saw. Try to improve. Try to avoid canceling. Avoid immediately canceling auto-run with more than 2 clicks. Yeah, exactly. All right. So we were trying. Oh, it actually didn't need the execute permission. Okay. Cannot create no such file or directory. 7Z not found. Was this? No. So what was that command? Depackage search. Oh, is that not included? This is just the Ming GW dependencies. Dickbeer. Need an action option. Maybe it wasn't dpackage. Oh, list packages isn't necessarily search. MinGW. That's that. Oh, there's a lot of files here now. wget. And maybe I should just include this in my dependencies since we're kind of trying to go here. I'm surprised that all the extra stuff you're doing. P7-zip. Aha. Okay. That there isn't packages for this stuff. Maybe the Windows is a weird case. Oh, yeah, I guess that this is only being used to unzip things, so I could probably use something else. The shell integration is nice on Windows. I don't know if we need it for a command line thing. But I don't know if the command line is going to be the same is the only thing. Oh, because 7-zip does the tars. Okay. Okay. Okay, dictionary is common. Yeah. Cannot stat. Now, I was able to build the Linux editor okay, I think. I just can't get a screen big enough to use it. Is this part of libpng? Oh, right. I didn't actually run that command here. I was putting it in the script for later. And we're doing some necessary work here because I don't want to figure out which things succeeded and which things failed. All right, so now build client and test editor, configure one. I'm going to go figure out what those are. Use custom server. Did this actually make a client? Oh, yeah, make and then make editor. Yeah. So extra. Oh, this is linking stuff too. It may already be linked though. May. So do you just have like two different scripts? Or do you have like one process that sort of makes it, packages it, makes it, packages it? Because this is probably one that would make it. I don't know. We might have to do some of the like build distribution. Well, I guess I only need to compile it right now. Oop, it didn't like that. Oh, you added an entry. Oh, yeah, you're getting into modifying minor gems. That's unfortunate. Yes, this is Win32 using MingGW. You had to add a different option to cross-compile. So apparently Jason actually has a Windows box he's compiling on. All right, so crazy question. I guess I never actually, tried this. CD game source. Make command not found. Oh, right, because I have to do that in this one. Game source. Ah, okay. I just assumed that he was the Linux guy, he'd be doing cross-compiling for everything. I guess he needs the Windows box to test on, though. And likewise for Mac. Oh, I said quit. And it... Oh, because it was just the script carrying on. Okay. Oh, PNG image converter. There we go. Minor Gems Graphics Converters PNG image converter. What's in here? Just updated configure and a make file. Vagrant. .7-zip extract here. Oh, it's not there. Okay. That's right. I did see those in game platforms SDL. So yeah, we need some PNG stuff there. Error. I might need to do like a make. CD One Life, CD game source. Is it like a make clean? So let's step through this once. So let's actually up one. Configure 5. CD game source. Ming thing 32. G++ not found. Well, maybe I need to like relaunch the shell to get updated stuff. One life, game source. D++ not found. Okay, yeah, we've made no updates to, well, I mean, it's user bin, user local S bin, user local bin, user bin. Let's. Okay, that's still. I686. Oh. There's certainly a lot of stuff there. Oh. Yeah, there's GCC, but there's not G++. Oh. Unable to load. I know it worked last time. I must have mistyped it. Oh, X64. Yeah, and I was copying it up here. Now what am I mistyping? Is there another W? Ah, Windows 64. Okay. Okay, so we've got this whole thing. But dictionary's common. Do we really have to fix this thing? It's not configured yet. Shared packages word list doesn't exist yet. Manual symlink setting. Is this something? I mean, that should be a system level thing, not something in the local directory structure. All right, so I may have to come back to this because I keep running late. And I was like away on the trip last week, and I got a little bit of walking. And like I keep running late this week, and I'm never getting any exercise. So I think we're gonna have to table this for now. Okay, well this is 12, I think, but that may still be instructive. But this file doesn't exist. Maybe in 14 it exists. Do I have a notes in this one? No. Well, I guess, we just put that there for now. We don't commit anything. So we can kind of, maybe next time we can bounce between trying to get the PNG stuff. Oh, well. Maybe. But I have like not gotten any kind of exercise all week, so I think I do need to cut it off here. So this is it for anything related to 1 Hour 1 Life. Probably until I actually play it this afternoon and see if my run patch actually works out. Probably I'll poke at this some more tomorrow. I might try to do a little bit of research if I have any downtime in between. Yep, I keep running late and not getting to it. And then I sort of tried to do it the one day when I was having network trouble, and then I like bumped something and I was like, yeah. And exited the game. It's like, fine. But I should actually do that to stay healthy. So yes, I will be back. It's so different that, you know, if you want to stay around, great. I understand if you don't. But I can barely keep up with chat at the same time. Thanks to Instant Speed Live, Doug Lake, Ruffalo, Kirill Katsuni, Lizzie Life, Dead Makes Games, Destructive Phase, The Secret List, Left for the Cry, Joey Sheffer AP, Catnox, Osrat Gaming, Haskin TV, and Stremius Leopard for hosting me. I won't do a host because I'm going to be right back shortly. I do want to change settings for frame rate and resolution and restream and stuff. So the stream will go down, it will come back up. It'll take me a few more minutes to get the pad and stuff set up, and then I will be back if anybody wants to stick around.